Welcome to our video series on the history of Virginia. This state has a rich and diverse past, with a unique blend of cultures and influences that have shaped it over the centuries. In this video, we will take a journey through time, beginning in the days of England's colonization of the Americas, and delve into the important events and figures that have shaped Virginia's history up until the present day. In 1607, a group of English settlers arrived in what is now known as Virginia. This marked the beginning of a new chapter in American history, as the colony of Jamestown was established as the first permanent English settlement in the Americas. However, the colony struggled in its early years, and it was not until the cultivation of tobacco, which became a major cash crop, that Jamestown began to thrive. This prosperity, however, was built on the backs of enslaved Africans, who were brought over to work the tobacco fields in 1619. This marked the beginning of the transatlantic slave trade, which would continue for centuries. As the colony grew, so did the number of enslaved people, and by the 18th century, Virginia had one of the largest populations of enslaved Africans in the colonies. This had a profound impact on the state's economy and society, and slavery would become a major issue in the lead-up to the Revolutionary War. During the Revolutionary War, Virginia played a crucial role in the fight for independence. Notable figures from the state, such as George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, were instrumental in the war effort and in the drafting of the Declaration of Independence. However, it is important to note that while these figures were leaders in the fight for independence, they also owned enslaved people and did not support the abolition of slavery. After the war, Virginia became one of the most important states in the new nation. Its capital, Richmond, was an important center of government and industry. However, the state's history of slavery and racism continued to shape its present, as African Americans were denied their rights and faced discrimination. In the 20th century, Virginia saw the rise of notable African American figures who fought for civil rights, such as the leader of the NAACP in Virginia, Oliver Hill, and civil rights activist and journalist, Robert P. Moses. They were joined by white allies like the founder of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, Wyatt T. Walker, and attorney, Samuel W. Tucker, who also worked to end segregation and discrimination. As we move into the 21st century, Virginia continues to grapple with its past, and efforts have been made to acknowledge and address the state's history of slavery and racism. The state has also seen a shift in demographics and politics, with a growing population of people from diverse backgrounds and a shift towards a more progressive political landscape. Virginia's history is complex and varied, and it has been shaped by a unique blend of cultures and influences. From the days of England's colonization in 1607 to the present day, Virginia has been at the forefront of American history. It is important to acknowledge the state's past, including its history of slavery and racism, and to recognize the contributions of all people who have shaped its history. We hope you enjoyed this journey through Virginia's history, and stay tuned for more in-depth looks at key events and figures in future videos.